Hey everyone. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about one of my favorite eras in Walt Disney animation history. And that era is the 1950s. I absolutely adore this era of Walt Disney animation. From Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Cinderella. These are films that honestly, I love the way they look, the style. They're so warm. The coloring, everything is pretty much flawless. I think this is really the point in Disney animation where they really perfected that Disney style. Okay, I think they really did perfect it at that point. Okay, in the 1950s. Now, the reason why this era turned out as good as it did is because of a woman, a color stylist. Her name is Mary Blair. Okay, now for those of you not familiar, which you probably are if you watch my channel, you probably know who Mary Blair is, but for those of you who are not familiar, Mary Blair was a color stylist that Walt Disney adored and trusted. Walt Disney totally understood this woman as a genius and used her constantly in animated films and even in the theme parks. Okay, so basically Mary Blair's filmology or whatever, her library that she worked with Walt Disney's animated films include Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella. I think she worked a little bit on Mr. Toad and Lady and the Tramp. And that's not even including some of the short cartoons like Susie the Blue Coupe, and I don't know the official name of the short, but it's the one about the house that's like alive and it goes through its life cycle. I know you guys have seen it. I'll put the link below so you can check it out. But she's done a ton of stuff for Disney, for Walt Disney, for the animation studio, for the theme parks, everything. Mary Blair is a titan in Disney history, a absolute titan. And I love this woman's work, and that's why I really wanted to do a video basically dedicated to what she has accomplished. Like I said, if you've ever watched Peter Pan or Alice in Wonderland or Cinderella, you've experienced Mary Blair's influence, okay? She really understood, she was a color stylist, so she really understood how to incorporate color in a way that was very, very, very intense, very impactful, very, what's the word for it? Very, very warm. Just everything that she's ever done with color, it's done in a way where it makes such an impact on you. And if you watch films like Alice in Wonderland, if you really pay attention, like when you're watching the film, you'll really see how incredible the color styling in that film is. So yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite eras in Walt Disney animated history. I think that, you know, basically because of Mary Blair, she did an incredible job with everything that she did with these films. If you ever get a chance, if you're not familiar with Mary Blair, go ahead and Google her. Go ahead and, you know, go on YouTube. You know, punch in her name in the search bar. Do research on Mary Blair. She's an incredible woman, and she is the reason why we have some of the greatest animated films and even Disneyland attractions. She's the reason. She's the reason why some of this stuff turned out as amazing as it did. Have you ever ridden Small World? I'm sure you have. If you're a subscriber to my channel, you've definitely been on It's a Small World. Well, Mary Blair basically designed that entire attraction. The facade, the design, the style, everything about Small World came from Mary Blair. Her style is so unique, so different. You know, to this day, no one really compares to what she's done. And I don't think anyone ever will. I think that Mary Blair, like Walt Disney, is a one-shot deal. She was a genius. She was a flash in the pan. We'll never see the likes of her again, unfortunately. But do yourself a favor. Go ahead, watch Peter Pan, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland. Go ride Small World. appreciate Mary Blair's work. She's done so many amazing things for the Walt Disney Company. Go ahead and appreciate her stuff. Man, I mean, she is honestly one of my favorite Disney artists at the studio. You know, she's, in my opinion, she can stand shoulder to shoulder with the 9 Old Men. Okay, when Walt Disney's 9 Old Men, she can stand shoulder to shoulder with those guys. She is a legend, and her work is amazing. So go ahead and check it out. I just want to do a quick video basically on Mary Blair and how much I adore her influence and that era that she worked in. You know, the 1950s animated films, in my opinion, were damn near perfect. Lady and the Tramp, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan. That's really when Disney really perfected its style, its Disney style. That is such a quintessential look for the studio, the animation. It was perfect. So, and a lot of that is contributed is because of Mary Blair. So, anyway, that's my video on Mary Blair, Disney legend. Go ahead, watch Alice in Wonderland. Go ahead, watch Peter Pan, Ride Small World. You know, appreciate this woman's work. She's an amazing talent, and she'll never, I mean, she's a genius. We'll never see the likes of her again. She's a one-time deal. But enjoy the work that she provided to us while she was here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe. I do regular content on Disney all the time. Thank you so much, and have a magical day. Bye-bye.